Every morning you face a silent battle. The world doesn't see it. No one claps when you win it. But this battle decides the entire direction of your life. The moment you open your eyes, discipline whispers to you, get up, take control, lead your life. At the same time, comfort whispers louder, stay in bed, just 5 more minutes, nobody is watching. This is the moment where greatness is either built or destroyed. Most people think success comes from big events, sudden luck, or dramatic changes, but the truth is far simpler. Greatness is hidden inside the discipline of your mornings. The first hour of your day is like the foundation of a house. If it is strong, the rest of the structure stands tall. If it is weak, everything collapses. Shaolin wisdom teaches, control the morning, and you will control your mind. Control your mind, and you will control your destiny. So ask yourself, what do you do when the alarm rings? Do you rise with strength or surrender to weakness? Because how you begin each morning silently writes the story of your future. Today, I will show you why morning discipline is the hidden key to greatness, and how you can use it to unlock energy, focus, and inner power that most people will never experience. The morning is not just a time of day, it is a mirror. It reflects your discipline, your priorities, and your commitment to yourself. Think about it. The world is quiet in the early hours. The noise of demands, messages, and responsibilities has not yet arrived. This is your chance to decide, will you shape the day, or will you allow the day to shape you? Most people make a mistake. They hand their mornings to distraction. They pick up their phones. They scroll endlessly. They let the outside world decide their state of mind. The result, their energy is stolen before they even step out of bed. They spend the rest of the day in reaction instead of creation. Morning discipline is about reclaiming that power. It is not about strict rules that suffocate you. It is about freedom. When you discipline your morning, you free yourself from the slavery of weakness. You set the tone for strength, for clarity, for action. Imagine 2 lives. In the first life, you wake up, snooze the alarm, scroll through negativity, rush out the door. You feel behind, unfocused, and tired. In the second life, you wake up with discipline, you breathe, you move, you practice silence. You feel calm, alert, and in control. Which life will grow into greatness? The answer is obvious. Morning discipline is a choice, but it is also a weapon. With it, you build momentum. Without it, you live in chaos. And momentum, my friend, is everything. Because once you start the day with strength, the day itself bends in your favor. This is why the masters always protect their mornings. They understand greatness is not built in one dramatic moment. It is built in the quiet discipline of daily beginnings. The greatest enemy you will ever face is not outside you. It is not society, not failure, not even your past. The greatest enemy is comfort, and comfort attacks you most fiercely in the morning. When the alarm rings, comfort whispers, you worked hard yesterday, you deserve rest, 5 more minutes won't matter, but 5 minutes becomes 10. 10 becomes 30, and soon the morning, your most powerful time, is gone. Understand this, the first hour after you wake is when your brain is sharpest, your energy is purest, and your willpower is strongest. If you waste it on comfort, you give away your strength for the rest of the day. Comfort promises you relief, but delivers you regret. The Shaolin monks say, the bed is warm, but the soul grows cold. That is the truth of comfort. It numbs you. It convinces you to stay small, and if you obey it every morning, it will slowly kill your potential without you even noticing. Discipline is not about punishing yourself. Discipline is about choosing what your future self deserves instead of what your present self desires. The man or woman who controls their mornings has already defeated their greatest enemy before the world even begins to challenge them. Think of successful people you admire, leaders, athletes, masters. Do you think they stay in bed when their alarm rings? No, they rise because they understand this battle. They rise because they know every morning is an opportunity to prove to themselves, I am stronger than my excuses. Comfort is like quicksand. The longer you stay in it, the harder it is to escape. That is why you must act immediately. The moment you wake up, rise. Move. Do not negotiate with comfort, because once you hesitate, comfort wins. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, you are not just winning the morning, you are rewiring your identity. You are telling yourself, I am not weak, I am not controlled by desire, I am a master of myself, and this identity becomes the foundation of greatness. So remember, comfort will always call your name in the morning, but you are not here to live a comfortable life. You are here to live a meaningful one, and meaning only comes when you conquer the enemy of comfort, one morning at a time. When you wake up in the morning, the world tries to rush in. Notifications, noise, news, messages, endless distractions. Most people don't even notice that their peace has already been stolen before they brush their teeth. But the Shaolin masters live differently. They begin their mornings not with noise, but with silence. Why? Because silence is not empty. Silence is full of answers. In silence, you reconnect with yourself. You hear your own thoughts instead of the voices of the world. You feel your breath, steady and alive. You begin the day not as a slave to distraction, but as a master of focus. Silence in the morning is discipline at its highest form. It is easy to grab your phone. It is easy to let the outside world decide what you think and how you feel. But it takes strength to stay still, to breathe, to allow space before the noise. And in that space, clarity is born. Ask yourself how many mistakes in your life came because you acted without clarity. How many days did you lose because your mind was scattered before it even started? This is why silence matters. Silence is the sharpening of the sword before the battle begins. The Shaolin monks say, an undisciplined mind is like a monkey, restless, loud, uncontrollable. A disciplined mind is like a tiger, silent, focused, unstoppable. The difference between the monkey and the tiger is found in how you start your morning. Spend even 10 minutes in silence. Sit, breathe, observe, let your thoughts come and go like clouds in the sky. When you do this, you are training your mind to obey you instead of you obeying your mind. In that silence, you also find power. You discover that you don't need to react to every sound, every demand, every distraction. You learn that your energy is precious, and once you learn to protect it in the morning, you carry that strength through the rest of the day. Most people think success is about doing more, but often success is about doing less, less noise, less distraction, less chaos. Silence teaches you to cut away what doesn't matter, so you can give your full energy to what truly does. So when the world shouts at you, remember, you don't have to answer. Begin your morning like a Shaolin monk, in silence, in stillness, in strength. And from that silence, build the focus to face the day with unshakable power. Most people think transformation comes from big, dramatic events. They wait for the perfect opportunity, the right timing, or a miracle to change their life, but the truth is different. Real transformation begins with small, consistent rituals practiced every single day. The Shaolin masters understand this deeply. They do not chase massive change overnight. Instead, they honor small actions, because they know small actions repeated with discipline create unshakable strength. Think about a drop of water. One drop may seem powerless, but if that drop keeps falling on the same stone day after day, it will eventually carve a hole through solid rock. That is the power of ritual, not in its size, but in its consistency. Your morning rituals define your entire life. Waking up at the same time, moving your body, breathing with awareness, speaking words of gratitude, or simply drinking water mindfully, these actions may seem small, but repeated over months and years, they transform your mind, your body, and your destiny. The danger is that most people underestimate these little habits. They think, what difference does it make if I skip one morning of discipline? But habits are not built in a single day. They are built in 1,000 small choices. When you skip once, it becomes easier to skip twice. When you stay consistent, it becomes easier to stay strong. Shi Heng Yi often reminds us, do not ask for instant change, ask for constant progress. This is the secret of the masters. They respect the small rituals, knowing that every small step compounds into greatness. Imagine your life 5 years from now. If you begin today with a simple morning ritual, 10 minutes of silence, 5 minutes of movement, and a moment of gratitude, what will you look like in the future? Stronger, calmer, sharper. But if you ignore these small actions, what will your future look like? Tired, distracted, unfocused. The choice is simple but powerful. Build your life on rituals, or let your life crumble from neglect. Start with one ritual. Do not try to change everything at once. The Shaolin way is about mastery, not rush. Choose one practice that aligns with your soul. It could be stretching, journaling, meditating, or even drinking tea in silence. Do it every day, protect it as sacred. Over time, this small ritual will become your anchor. When life becomes chaotic, your ritual grounds you. When your mind becomes restless, your ritual calms you. And when you feel lost, your ritual reminds you of who you are. So never underestimate the small things, because the small things are not small. They are the seeds of greatness. Plant them every morning, water them with discipline, and one day, you will wake up living the life you once only dreamed of. Your first hour after waking is not just another piece of time. It is the foundation of your entire day. The Shaolin monks call it the golden hour, because it decides whether your energy will be scattered or directed, whether you will live with intention or drift aimlessly. Most people open their eyes and immediately surrender their energy. They check their phone, scroll through endless notifications, or jump into stress without awareness. By doing this, they give away their mental clarity before they even take their first conscious breath. But masters live differently. Shi Heng Yi teaches that your energy is like water in a vessel. If you let others drink from it before you even taste it, you will spend your whole day empty. That is why guarding your first hour is sacred. Think of your energy as your currency. Each morning you receive a fresh supply. What you do in the first hour decides whether you invest it wisely or waste it foolishly. If you spend it on distractions, you start your day already bankrupt. But if you spend it on stillness, movement, and clarity, you multiply your energy throughout the day. So how do you guard this golden hour? Begin with silence. Do not rush into noise. Breathe deeply and anchor yourself in awareness. Even 5 minutes of stillness can center your mind more than an hour of chaos. Then move your body. The Shaolin tradition emphasizes the connection between body and spirit. When you stretch, breathe, and circulate energy, you awaken not just muscles, but your inner strength. Next, feed your mind with intentional thoughts. read a powerful sentence, speak gratitude out loud, or visualize your goals. These are not empty rituals, they are commands you give to your subconscious, shaping the way it will operate all day long. Finally, protect your attention. The outside world can wait. Do not give away your focus to social media, unnecessary conversations, or meaningless noise. Your first hour belongs only to you. When you protect it, you send a message to yourself and the universe. My energy is sacred. My life has direction. Over time, this practice transforms you. You no longer live reactively, running after problems. Instead, you live proactively, creating your path with clarity and power. The truth is simple but often ignored. You cannot control the entire day, but you can always control the first hour. And if you master the first hour, the rest of the day begins to align naturally. So remember, your energy is your life. Guard it as fiercely as a warrior guards his weapon. Protect your golden hour. And soon, you will discover that success is not about chasing, but about attracting. Because when your energy is right, everything else falls into place. Life is not transformed by one great decision. It is transformed by the small, repeated choices you make every single day. The Shaolin way is not about sudden miracles. It is about discipline, awareness, and the mastery of self. And nowhere is this mastery more clearly seen than in how you begin your morning. If you have followed the teachings of the previous chapters, you already know the morning is not just the start of a day, it is the start of your destiny. It is the battlefield where you either win or lose against yourself. Shi Heng Yi says, if you cannot master your first hour, you cannot master your life. Think about this truth. Every distraction, every laziness, every wasted morning accumulates. Over time, they build a life filled with regret. But every disciplined morning, every intentional choice, every act of silence and energy, building also accumulates. And together, they build a life of clarity, strength, and peace. So what does it mean to live the Shaolin way every morning? It means you wake up with awareness. You do not allow yourself to stumble into the day unconsciously. The first thought you choose is not one of fear or stress, but one of gratitude and strength. It means you take control of your body. Movement is medicine. A strong body leads to a sharp mind. Whether it is stretching, breathing, or training, you remind yourself every morning that you are alive, powerful, and capable. It means you feed your mind wisely. Instead of drowning in endless noise, you choose silence, reflection, or wisdom. You choose to put thoughts in your mind that elevate you, not drag you down. It means you protect your focus. The world will always demand your attention, but you must guard it fiercely. Every notification, every distraction is an invitation to weakness. But every time you say no, you reclaim your strength. And finally, it means you live with intention. You do not drift, you decide. You decide who you will be today. You decide how you will act. You decide how you will face challenges. And because you decide, the day becomes yours. This is the hidden power of the morning. It is your reset button. No matter what happened yesterday, the morning gives you a new chance, a new beginning, a new opportunity to rise. But remember, wisdom without action is useless. Knowing these truths is not enough. You must live them. Tomorrow morning, when the sun rises, ask yourself, will I waste this hour, or will I shape my destiny with it? The choice is always yours, and if you choose discipline, silence, energy, and intention, you will no longer chase success. Success will chase you. You will no longer beg for peace. Peace will flow naturally from within you. This is the Shaolin way. This is the power of mastering your morning, and this can change your entire life.